Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Would have been funny if I had said that and it wasn't actually Friday. I'm so out of it.
It's just
Oh
one of
my
those. It's
God.
one of those days. It's one of those days.
Oh, Lordy. Okay, welcome everyone to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up. We really appreciate it. Today, we are going to be talking about marrying millions. Season 2, episode 13, Mothers Know Best. My God, I think I need to start happy hour a little bit early today.
Oops. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, so why not?
I know. Okay, so as we do, let's go through each of the couples and let's just save our favorites,
Mhm.
Rodney and Desiree, for last. Sound
Of
good?
course. Yes.
All right, so what about Noni and Rhys?
I mean, it was cool that the mom and Noni met. I mean, we knew where it was gonna go. The
Mm-hmm.
mom's not willing to. She's only willing to budge so little. So Noni did the best she could at the situation. So moving forward is going to be up to Noni and Reese to, I won't say ignore his mother,
Mm-hmm.
but just not really engage. When she gets into one of those moods, don't engage because it's not going to go anywhere productive.
I agree with you, but I'm actually grateful that Noni was the one who reached out because she looked at it like from a mother's perspective. She was like, I would never want my daughter not to speak to me, and she's concerned that the relationship between Reese and his mom Barbara might be deteriorating, and she doesn't want to be the cause of that, you know.
Right.
So I thought it was really nice that she initiated. Um, Barbara, to her credit, showed up. I just don't understand why Barbara just doesn't let this relationship go. If they get married, like, you know, at least her son would be taken care of.
But she's not looking at it from his point of view though. Like if he really wanted children, she wants children for him. He's not tripping off children. If he
Mhm.
were like really just hell bent on having children, he wouldn't be with her or consider marrying Noni. So his mother needs to lay off that. That's her big crux. That was what happened last season. Like, don't you want kids? Like, your
Yeah,
dad would
I
be so
remember that.
disappointed.
But
Yeah,
the daughters have kids. She already
yeah,
has grandkids, right?
yeah,
I know she wants to carry on this family name or whatever, but let it go.
yeah.
My God, like Noni said, nothing has really changed for Reese other than his address. And thank God for that, because that skater house he was living in,
Yeah, no,
that was like an oversight by the Board of Health that it hasn't been condemned yet.
exactly.
Let him do what he's gotten this far. Okay, like you ain't had no concern when he was living in, meth
When he was
house
homeless,
adjacent.
when he was homeless,
Right. I just don't understand where Barbara is coming from in this.
she sees Noni as competition since they're so close in age.
So she wants to have sex with Reese?
No, she just see like you're the other woman, like you're like the mother figure. I'm his mother. She's looking at it, a woman her age being a mother figure versus a girlfriend. That's what it is,
she,
in my
she,
opinion.
she better readjust that,
Right.
because what he's doing to Noni, I'm sure he don't want to do to his mom. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, that'll be
But
creepy.
again, I don't understand her argument.
She has none. So
Yeah, maybe that's why. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, your favorite couple, Bill and the retired hostess.
I like the retired hostess. I just want to know where she worked and how was the 401k plan and like how
Hmm.
she did it. I just need to know because you retired at 20. I think she's 22 in this season.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I don't always like her, but I really liked her this episode because she spoke to her sister and like she's
Mm-hmm.
verbalizing what she really wants. And she didn't
Mm-hmm.
come off as like an entitled brat. She's like, I want to be a mom. Like, this is very important to me. I'm
Mm-hmm.
concerned about like, about his age, my age, like, this, and that. and she said it very well, and I could feel where she was coming from. I
Mhm.
mean, the kid is like a huge issue in any relationship. It can be a breaking point, so the conversation needs to be had. And when she had it, I was so proud of her. And normally, I kind of like Bill because he's kind of funny, he's kind of kooky. This
Mhm.
episode, I did not like him because you are only concerned with her body. Are you serious?
Oh, yes.
Are you serious,
Yes.
sir?
Yes, he
No.
is. Why else is he
Yeah,
with her?
no, he is serious. I know he's serious, but like that's not what you do. That's not what you say.
That's what he says, though. Because I don't
Like,
think he takes the relationship seriously.
not that seriously. And if they did for some reason have children, I bet they would have a surrogate. When she would
Oh,
want to carry her own
yes.
child.
Here's my thing. I'm really growing to appreciate her. And I can see why she's attracted to someone of Bill's age
Hmm.
because she's an old soul. She communicates on a higher, like a much more mature level than what I anticipate a 22-year-old retired hostess to communicate on. I thought she presented her argument really well, and she clearly stated, she wants a family, as most young women her age
Correct.
want. Um, and she said, if that's going to be a problem, we're going to have to sort this out or move on. Like, where he lost points for me was when he said, what's a baby going to do to your body? I like this little teeny body. And she goes, well, we might as well do it now because my snapback is at its best. But he was still concerned about that, which tells
Right.
me he's not really concerned about her body, but lack of access to her body during the weeks, like right before birth and right after birth, where you cannot really have sex.
Right.
So honestly, she better put a child on him between 22 and 25 because I think she's
You're right.
going to be replaced by 25,
If not, yeah.
you know? And I hate to say this, but after this conversation, whatever contraception she's on, I would become very forgetful or have it removed.
Right.
Because again, I'm not going to let my mom come out ahead of a relationship that I'm in.
True. Agreed.
So and the best excuse, start school, fill up your calendar so that it's, oh my God, I was so busy, I forgot.
Yeah. Something. Start business.
Yeah, because he's going to get rid of you by the time you're 25, baby or no baby. Who's next? Rick and Erica. This is your second favorite couple.
Yeah. I mean, it's just. Uh, I don't know what to say with them.
His
I
friends.
like I,
Oof.
I like Erica.
Mm-hmm.
I like Rick, but
Mm-hmm.
Erica is grating on my nerves
Why?
because I just feel like she's complaining. Like he's giving you everything. Go with it. Just go with it. Just get that out of the way. But his friends were
Mhm.
hilarious. His friends were so funny. They're like,
Be engaged
are
for
you
10
sure?
years.
Right. Like, like, are you sure? Um, why? And then they're like little confessional. They're like, we're just concerned because we think she's in it for the money. I'm like, say it, speak on it, be honest.
Right, but then when they find out that she wants to go back home with her family
Hmm.
for the wedding, one of the
In
Frenchmen,
the blue shirt, the guy in the blue shirt, I
yeah,
think.
he gave a concession. He gave her a bone, and he said something to the effect of like, "That's the first genuine thing she's ever done."
Exactly.
So they're bad, but they're not that bad.
No, but they're like the kind of the friends you want, though. To be honest, like they're like the ride or die friends gonna tell you the truth, and
Oh.
I appreciate them.
They remind me of old school cartoon characters, like the magpies from those old cartoons, where they're just standing around making a bunch of noise for no good goddamn reason, and none of it makes sense.
I understand where they were coming from. They were just concerned. They were concerned about him. I get it, but at least the one guy gave her a little bit of something, and he's
Yes.
all. And Rick is like, I expect all of you to be there. And the dude was like, I only fly first class, so he's all that's good because they only have coach.
Yes.
I
Yes.
was like, well,
They have a great like buddy relationship, the whole
mhm.
gang of them. And sometimes it does appear like they are really looking out for him, but the majority of times for me, it's just like she's just messing up our thing with Rick.
Right, exactly. She's taking our friend away,
So, I take everything that they do and say with a grain of salt.
but they are hilarious though.
Okay, so now we're on to the forgettables, Danny and Donovan, or Don. And
Okay, they are unforgivable. But hey, Don came through. Don came through. I was like, go in, Don. She was boohooing about the prenup. He was explaining why. Like you said, she thinks that her making $500 a week and bringing him coffee is like help building the business. You
yeah.
know, he explained the prenup again, like I built this business before you. So before he was paying you $500 a week to get him coffee, he had built this business into a multi-million-dollar business.
Mhm.
Then when she kept going, he said, "You know what? If you weren't concerned about the money, you wouldn't be crying right now." And that just took me out.
Oh my God. I
He
will
told no
say,
lies. He told no lies.
yeah, they had one segment in this episode, but it was rock star because she showed her ass.
I
And
was sitting there like, what?
basically, like my issue with Danny this whole time, I think she misunderstands her role in that business. She makes 26 grand a year, but yet in her head, she feels like she has built this business and has played an essential role in the advancement of this business, that she is critical to the business. Boo boo kitty, that $500 you get per week is so that you could bring coffee, and when he get an itch, you scratch it for him. I don't understand why she thinks that she's such an integral part to this business when even his best salesperson or IT person, who is nothing but a number in his system, is easily replaceable. I think you need to realize that, because in all companies, if we have an employee ID number attached to our names, we are all easily replaceable. I don't
Hey,
even understand why she doesn't get the prenup and take a look at it, because
yeah,
you doing all of these arguments, it's just decreasing what he's going to put out for you. You
and
should have been agreeable from the beginning, get the document, take it to your attorney, and then start negotiating. She
it's
has
just
absolutely no business sense. I'm done.
and
Okay, go ahead.
it's just decreasing her value as well.
Mhm.
And she
Yeah.
doesn't understand. Like I'm like, ma'am, you see, like he's inching away from not marrying you because he's not gonna marry
Mhm.
you without a prenup. It's not gonna happen.
Mhm.
So you may as
And
well just take it and go to your lawyer and hammer it out.
and you and I were talking about this because you were like, "Oh, she should get equity in the company as part of the prenup and da da da." He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that, especially if
I'm
there
just
are other
saying,
business partners
right,
involved.
I'm just saying
So,
what I would ask for.
right, no, you could ask for it. But since we realize now from this episode exactly where Dawn is standing, she could kiss that goodbye, But
Right.
what I would ask for is a trust that increases with every 5 years in the marriage, not including any separations,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
And she can get that upon death or divorce. And it's an untouchable trust. So, okay, companies can come, they can go, they can be sold, they can burn out, whatever. But if she has that trust there that cannot be touched until divorce or death, that's a much more secure thing for her, and it can be built upon with every 5 years, and maybe it could collect interest. I don't know. Just something that's a little bit more concrete than what she's going about.
Exactly. She's not going. She's just being ridiculous at this point.
Yeah. And if she's smart, she could even put in a cheating clause that if he cheats,
Exactly.
she gets a bonus to her trust. Like there's so many things that she can do in this prenup that she's just not taking in. And this goes to show me um she's really handling this dumb.
Well, she's making $500 a week, so
You
like
get what you pay
doing
for.
and doing all. She's there all the time and with no overtime. So yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Okay, so I think we've hit everybody. So now we're on to Rodney and Desiree. Can I just say, I know that your MVP was Dawn. My MVP of this episode was Patrice.
Why, Patrice?
Okay, so Patrice is like a realtor out there in LA, and she's showing them a house. And in that one showing, she planted so many seeds in poor Desiree's head. Desiree is just a mess, and Patrice is not even bothered by this scenario. She really isn't. But I just love Desiree because she's pissing off. Sorry, I love Patrice because she's pissing off Desiree and possibly is going to get 6% commission out of it.
That is true. That is so true. And it's too funny because Desiree's face fell right when she walked in. Like, oops, you're not
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
You are not happy.
You know what? I think Patrice is everything that Desiree aspires to be.
Mm,
The eyes, the hair, the clothes, a successful career, and she knows Rodney, whereas Desiree doesn't.
hmm I mean, Patrice knows his family.
Yes. And Desiree's been with him for 2 years and only just met the parents, and it didn't go well. So yeah, I hope he buys a house and that Desiree never lives in it and that Patrice gets her commission. Um, okay, so the next scene we see him take her Desiree home before he heads to the
hmm
airport to go back home. And those seeds have sprouted. And she actually has the nerve to ask him about Patrice and if she's the person that he cheated on her with.
Right. And he's all like, I am not that disrespectful to introduce you to someone who I cheated on you with. I'm like, fair. That would be too stupid.
Yeah. Do we
What
still
killed?
think it's a girl he cheated with?
I have no clue. I mean, just
I
what's out there and stuff of that nature. It's hard to know. But the way it's edited, you're left with a lot of questions. I'll put it that way.
Is this where oh yeah, Desiree talks about eloping.
Right.
What? Girl, you played the wrong hand. Cause
Yeah.
he's like, I'm not interested in getting married anytime soon.
Cause she coming off real thirsty.
Oh, you think her
Like
wig is on too tight?
I don't think she has any real friends. Because real friends will tell you don't do that. That's not what you do. Don't do that. That's what real friends do.
Desiree, 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 Desiree. Oh my God. That scene just read so wrong for me. Like, he won that scene. He won it.
Yeah.
So now we're back in DC and he goes to visit his parents.
Hmm.
I, I'm gonna let you talk about this scene.
I love his parents. I love his parents because they
I
were just straight out
know.
like they're like, look, don't marry her. That's what they said. Like she's not worthy. She's not marriage. Which they said she's not marriage material. I was like, wow. How do you really feel?
Oh my
Say it
God.
with your chest. I was like, woo. And Mama comes through talking about the prenup. He's like, well, do you have the prenup?
Hmm.
X, Y, and Z. He's like, well, no, like it's gonna be talking about. She's like, oh, you're not getting married without a prenup. But you tell her your mama said so. I was like, come
Yes.
through, mom, come through.
Yes. His mom and dad, although the dad didn't say much,
Hmm.
um, he did back up moms and say, you really need to protect yourself,
Exactly.
you know? And even if like you want to dismiss mom because you think she's like too extra or too bossy or whatever, dad, when dad spoke, it was as few words as possible, but it was direct and to the point and set in a level tone. And hopefully he'll take that in.
I hope so because I just feel that they're on the right track with Desiree because they're calling everything into question. Like, why is she
Mhm.
in such a hurry to get married? Like, what's going on here? She coming off real thirsty. I'm like, well, you, no lies were told there.
Mhm. Mhm.
No lies were told. She is coming off very parched, and you know she's rushing, and it's kind of like, well, why are you rushing? You're rushing because you want to try to get him trapped as soon as possible. And my thing is this, ma'am. I'm not sure how old she is,
Mhm.
but are you trying to have kids? Because I, aren't they on the older side?
Well, his swimmers are work for many
Yeah,
more years. We have to worry about Desiree. And
right.
yeah, they're on the riper side.
That was my
Um,
thing. I'm like, if you're trying to put a baby on him, you need to work a little bit harder, a little bit quicker.
well,
And
she
I get
wasted 2 years because this stupidity of not having sex. Even Patrice
right.
mentioned that. She's like, how did she get him not to do it for 2 years? Well, because she has a vagina. Um, where there's no interest, there's no rush. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's not rushing to the altar either. That's the funny thing. Because he even said in his confessional, he's like, I'm not looking to get married for a long time. I was like, ooh,
Yeah. And he tells her, we need to take our time and do this right. I want you to have the best. It like, as if they're planning this big elaborate blowout. And
right.
then he turns around in his confessional saying, I have no intentions of marrying anytime soon. Wow.
I hollered. I'm sorry. I genuinely hollered because he was just like, I'm good. That's basically what he said. I'm
Hmm.
cool.
Why does his mom always ask him, is there something else you need to tell me?
We know why she asking that. Come on now.
And his mom said that he's secretive.
Right?
I love his mother. I really do. I love
His
his mother.
mom, his mom is fantastic. She's
Mm-mm.
she kills me all the time because she be hitting. She just does it in the way like, so what are you gonna tell us?
Mhm. Is there anything else we should know?
Right?
And then he gets fidgety, and she said, "That's a
Yeah.
dead giveaway." He gets so fidgety. Oh, Lord have mercy. Rodney, we love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. You make us smile during these times. Anything else on the show that was of note to you?
No, everything was pretty quick and easy. It was enjoyable. I
Mhm.
laughed through most of the show, honestly. It doesn't happen too
Yeah.
often. I laughed through most of the show, so it was very
Yeah.
enjoyable.
This is a great show. If you're not already watching it, please give it a go. It's on Lifetime Wednesday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm not sure where else it plays, but 10 p.m. Eastern on Lifetime, right after Married at First Sight. It's a great way to a great nightcap.
Yep, it
Okay,
really
so
is.
mhm, go
It
ahead.
really is a way
Yeah.
to end the night.
So, guys, let us know what you thought about this episode. Just put it in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you have to say. We read our comments and we actually respond. Again, if you liked this review, kindly give us a thumbs up. Hit that hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Actually hit the notification bell and you'll get all of the alerts. I am not coherent today. I think I need a cup of coffee. Tell your friends, have them bring a cup of coffee so that we can have a discussion on all of the mess that is reality TV. Until next time, bye.
Bye.